If Adam and Eve weren't supposed to eat from the tree of knowledge or the tree of life, then why were the trees accessible to them to begin with? Why did the trees even exist? You brought up God eating the fruit from the tree himself, and that's how he got his powers. And I know you said that you don't read the Bible that much, but I think you're onto something. God tells Adam in Genesis 2:16 that he'll die if he eats from the tree of knowledge. And once Adam does eat from the tree of knowledge and God finds out, God doesn't bring up this supposed death again. God only says, the man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat and live forever. The man has now become like one of us. He must not also eat from the tree of life and live forever. God is telling you right there and then who the tree is for. It's for him and the other members of the divine council, those other deities, which is the us that he's referring to in the verse. It's just all of the other gods. Eating from the tree of knowledge didn't kill Adam and Eve. It gave them knowledge, just like eating from the tree of life would have given them eternal life. I say that because apparently there's this idea that, oh, God didn't lie to Adam and Eve. They were supposed to be immortal when they were in the garden, and then they ate from the tree of knowledge, and that made them mortal, and they eventually died. That's not what the tree did. God says himself that's not what the tree did. And again, he does not bring up this death ever again. He doesn't tell them, oh, now you ate the fruit, you're gonna die now. No, he says, you ate the fruit, now you have knowledge like I do, like we do, the gods. And if I let you eat from the tree of life, you're also going to be immortal, like we are. And people don't talk enough about the only other entity in the story who knows what will actually happen to Adam and Eve when they eat the fruit. The serpent. How does the serpent know that God is lying to them about what the fruit actually does? Either the serpent has tasted the fruit himself, or the serpent is very close to God. Some believe that the serpent in the story is like Lucifer, Satan, the devil, whatever you want to call him. And since he was in heaven with God at some point, it would make a lot of sense as to how he knows what will actually happen when they ate the fruit. God lied to them because he didn't want them to be like him. I guess my only question from here is, if you were so scared that you lied to them about it, why not just put the trees in heaven with you instead of on earth in this garden with these humans who essentially have the brains of toddlers? I know God wasn't understood to be all-knowing at the time that this story was being written, but I feel like common sense would tell you that if you don't want them to be like you, maybe don't put them near the thing that could make them like you. I mean, he guards the tree of life after he kicks Adam and Eve out of the garden so that they can't eat from the tree of life. So he knows how to guard a tree. He doesn't guard the tree of knowledge for some fucking reason. But hey, even heaven had a rebellion, so maybe the trees weren't safe anywhere.